The one person who was there for you. Think about that for a minute. So post-relationship, as you're healing, you're understanding that so many people have left you. So many people have become casualties of the relationship. Many people you will never talk with again. Many people you will never see again. You will never hear from them. Some of those people you want nothing to do with. Some of those people were actually good people, or so you thought. You see, the narcissist has tainted the well that was once so pristine, the well that once gave so eloquently and gave so much of themselves. That well was you. The smear campaign was all around you. The smear campaign was going on long before you even knew it existed. And what the narcissist did is they took their poison, they took their toxicity, and they spread it all over you. You didn't know anything about this, but they were slowly dismantling everything that you had built, everything you had created, everything you had worked for, everything that had made you you. The narcissist did their best to try to take from you. The narcissist turned your life inside out. They twisted your mindset upside down. Truth be told, they lived in your mind rent-free for quite a long period of time. Until when? You got it. Until they didn't any longer. And when they don't live in your mind rent-free any longer, this is a great day. This is when you have finally cut the cord with the narcissist. This is when you wake up and you're not ruminating any longer. This is when you wake up and you can go 2, 3, 4, 5 hours without even thinking about them. This is when you're not checking your cell phone every 5 minutes. This is when you're not getting your texts blown up by the raging narcissist. This is when their name doesn't even cross your mind. When this happens, and it does not happen overnight, there is a huge change that takes place inside of you. Now again, the change that takes place is because of the work you have done with yourself. And this is why the thumbnail that I mentioned earlier, that I'm creating this video, who was there with you when you needed them, or who was there with you when? I will tell you who that person was at the end of this video or towards the end, but for now you need to realize that you were isolated, you were abandoned, you were shipwrecked, you were taken for granted, you were crumbled up like a sheet of paper and you were thrown away. Now the narcissist did this intentionally, they did it deliberately, they did it on purpose, they did it knowingly, and they did it because this is what they do. Once the narcissist gets their dirty fangs sunken into somebody, they begin to pull back what is known as supply. They begin to extract supply from said person. And they don't just take money from that person and time and relationships and health and sleep, etc. They take everything and the kitchen sink. Think about all the places that you used to go to when you were with the narcissist. Maybe you had favorite restaurants. Maybe you had a favorite car you would drive. Maybe there was a favorite method of transportation. Maybe there were favorite shows you used to watch or favorite music groups you used to watch, etc. All of that was nothing but smoke and mirrors. Remember, the narcissist was just trying to infiltrate your life. They were trying to learn which buttons to press to manipulate you. Now, did you experience those times with the narcissist? Of course you did. Did you experience them authentically and genuinely? Yes, you did. But was the narcissist actually there because they wanted to be there and because they liked the same things you liked? No, they weren't. They were there because they were trying to either love bomb you, devalue you, use your money, use your time, use your access, use your resources. Whatever they were doing, it's because you provided something for them. You need to remember that the narcissist doesn't go after low-hanging fruit. They go after people with value. They go after people who have something to offer. And you may say, that's true, but you know what? I didn't have much money. Why did the narcissist go after me? You need to realize you don't need money for the narcissist to want to target you. What does the narcissist love more than money? They love your money. That's one I came up with 5 years ago. It's all true. And when the money runs out, so does the narcissist. But the narcissist doesn't exclusively need money. Think about it. They need supply. What is supply? It can be communication. Think about this one. How often before you would go to bed would you be talking to the narcissist, especially early days? Probably every night, maybe even for months or years. Same thing in the morning. Did you get those cute little morning texts with a little heart and a smiley face with a wink, that kind of thing? And you're thinking, oh my gosh, they're thinking about me. They love me. This is so beautiful. Well, you didn't realize that the morning and the evening were two bookends, and you were starting your day off with toxicity spreading your day out trying to earn a living or whatever you were doing, and you were going to bed thinking about the narcissist. That is a bookend in the beginning, a bookend at the end. And yes, again, another one of the hundreds of terms I've coined over the years when it comes to narcissism. Why I'm sharing that is because when all that goes away, meaning as you're healing, you're getting stronger and there's no more communication, there's no more texting, you've gone no contact, you've blocked said person, etc. When you do that, everything in your life slows down. As everything slows down, and you'll notice how I'm communicating right now, this is when you can really, really take a good look at your life, at where you are in life, and at what you have accomplished, where you've been, where you are, where you're going, but also at what the narcissist did to you. This is why, and again, another term I coined over the years, the cocoon of boundaries. This is why the cocoon of boundaries is a place that not only exists, and I was there for 2 years and 2 days, but you need to be in that cocoon as long as necessary until you can develop, create, and get ready to execute your exit plan, and or until you've healed. Nobody can tell you when you will heal. You will know. And so as the thumbnail mentions, who was with you when you were having your darkest days? Who was with you when no one else was around? Who was with you on this journey? Stick with it. I'll tell you in a few moments. All of these things I'm sharing, they equal that this is the relationship that you need to heal from. The narcissist took you on a whirlwind experience, of which some was exciting, some was exhilarating, most of which was toxic. All of it was manipulation. There were a lot of lies thrown in there. There was triangulation, there was gaslighting, mirroring, projection, financial abuse, sleep deprivation, the ghosting games, the texting games, the spying games, the pining games, the lurking games, the hoovering games, all these nonsense games of the narcissist you had to participate in. And again, the hoovering games, you may have participated, you may not have. I need to throw this side note pro tip out there for anybody who does not know what a hoover is. A hoover is something you don't want. You need to become unhooverable. You need to get off the radar of the narcissist, close the chapter of the book on said person, block them, delete them, remove them, and all flying monkeys and people associated with them. You do not want to accept a hoover, because a hoover doesn't mean the narcissist wants to get back with you. What it means is the narcissist is testing the temperature of you to see if you've healed, to see if you put yourself back together, and above all, to see how strong you are and to see if you've seen behind the mask. But all those games the narcissist played, they all go away once that discard happens or once you end it. And that's when the real healing begins. And in between there, I'm going to throw this in, and it's of a huge part, but it just hit me right now because, of course, all my videos are free-flowing in real time. I am not AI. I do not subscribe to using scripts. I never have, and I never will. When you've been through the cycle, you can speak the way I can. My hope is you haven't been through the cycle, which means you probably can't speak the way I can. Any way you cut it, you need to understand there's a big piece between the discard and between you healing, which is what you've already done. That's when you have to crack the code. You have to find that needle in a haystack and figure out what narcissism is. You've done that. Getting back on track, the one person that was with you, the one person that was always there with you, the one person you could lean on in your darkest moments, the one person you could lean on when you weren't certain what to do, the one person you could lean on when you didn't know which direction to go in, and that same person was the same person that you were leaning on when you were discarded, the same person when you would be going to work, when you were tethered to the toxic person and trying to scrape together a couple dollars to get a cup of coffee, perhaps checking the cushions of your car, or maybe borrowing a couple dollars from a coworker, even though you were embarrassed to do it, but you said you left your wallet at home, even though you knew you didn't have money, and they loaned you money and you had to get lunch. Now you see just a little microcosm of how toxic these people are and toxic the relationships are. But when you realize all that, what you figure out eventually is that the narcissist knew what they were doing. They did it deliberately and they did it intentionally, but that not everybody figures out what narcissism is. You did. And despite that, you're still here. You're healing, or you've healed. You're continuing to come back to the channel and keep your cup full. You're paying it forward if you've healed. You're implementing, maintaining, and adhering to the boundaries that you've put into place. And now you've become the strongest, most galvanized version of yourself known to humankind. There are 3 versions of you, as I've shared over the years. The first version is who you were before you met the narcissist. The second version is who you became when you were trapped in the narcissistic abusive cycle. And the third version of you is who you are or who you're becoming, the strongest, most galvanized version of you known to humankind. That's the version I'm in. Once you get in that third version, you will never go backwards. It's impossible. You can't. No matter what you think, you can't, because you can't unsee what you've seen, you can't unexperience what you've experienced, and you can't unhear what you've heard. And so now I will share with you, because I know you've been waiting very patiently, stoically. You've been waiting to figure out who is the one person who's been with you the whole time. Now, I think I know who you're considering. Yes, you may be thinking it's a higher power that you can give your own name to, whatever you want to call the higher power. And you would be right. But notice one thing. I said person, which means human being. The one person who has been with you the whole time, since the minute you were born until this exact moment in time. And the one person who was with you when you shed your tears, the one person who was with you when you couldn't sleep, you were experiencing sleepless nights, the same person when you were experiencing FOMO, or you were being walked 50 feet in front of, same person that was with you perhaps when you walked down the aisle if you married the narcissist or you had kids, the same person who helped you put yourself back together second by second, minute by minute, sometimes day by day, week by week, is the exact same person who is right now with you watching this video wherever you are. And that person, and again, you've been very patient, so thank you. That person, it's you. It's not the higher power. It's not whatever else you want to say. The higher power has been around you. Your guardian angels or angels been around you. Source energy, whatever you want to call it, it's been all around you, just like toxicity was around you. But the one person who has been with you since the second you were born until right now, it's you. There's not one other person that thinks the way you think. There's not one other person that has experienced what you've experienced. There's not one other person with the exact same fingerprint that you have. You have it, just like I have it. So why I'm sharing this video is because many times people will say, post-relationship specifically, they will say, oh, it wasn't that bad. What's the big deal? Just get out there, start dating. It's been 2 years. What's your problem? Or get underneath someone to get over them, whatever that expression is. Or hit the dating apps, or get a burnt pancake. For those of you who know what the burnt pancake is, all these people can have their theories, their thesis, their ideas, and whatever they want. What they don't understand, and possibly they never will, is that when you've been in the cycle, you're very timid post-relationship. When you're in the cycle, you're not as trusting as you used to be. When you're in the cycle, you don't have discernment. You have to develop it. When you're out of the cycle, you have to heal. And it takes a long time to put yourself back together, which again is why I coined this expression over the years. The healing path is not linear. It will take time. It will take a lot of time. But in your time, you will heal if you utilize the tools that I provide for you with each and every video that I create, and from all the amazing comments from every country all over the world. There are over 120 countries that have participated in Narc Daily to this point. That's a lot of countries. That's a lot of toxicity relationships or toxic relationships that people have been a part of. And that's a lot of people whose lives have been changed forever. First of all, at the hands of the narcissist. And second of all, and most of all, most importantly, these people have broken the trauma bond, broken the curse, broken the cycle, and they've healed. So whether those people have been here to watch a nugget of a little piece of a video that I create, or they've been here for all the 5+ years, any way you look at it, the ripple effect is taking place. The time is now. The calling is yours. The ideas are present. The energy is flowing through you. If you've gone no contact, you know it's served you extremely well. If you've helped other people heal by lending an ear or by being supportive or listening to them, you know what it's like. You also know what it's like to be trapped in the narcissistic cycle when you have no idea what's going on because you don't know it exists, and you don't know that there are terms for definition or definitions for the experiences that you had experienced. You didn't know any of that. Now you do. And that's why I create a video each and every day. And that's why there are times I create multiple videos a day. This is one of those days. Why I'm sharing that is because I don't waste my time. I use my energy extremely efficiently, extremely wisely, and I use every single second of my life to benefit myself and those loved and trusted ones around me. And you are the loved and trusted ones around me. Yes, the community. I'm sending you all a big, huge heart and a huge virtual hug from me to you. You see, I too was trapped in the cycle. I didn't know what was going on, and for 2 years and 2 days during the pandemic, I was left for dead, crumbled up like a sheet of paper, thrown away. I made it. I rose through the ashes like a phoenix, and I've healed and healed properly. That's what you've done, or that's what you're doing. But what you need to understand is this. You need to give yourself credit. I'm going to say that part one more time. You need to give yourself credit. I am giving you credit right now. You see, I believe in you way more than you ever will know. And I believed in myself way back when, way more than I ever thought possible. I leaned into myself specifically January 6, 2021, when I almost ended it, but I didn't, and I'm here. Because of that, I have the unique ability, foresight, experience, intellectuality, and intuition, and not even counting discernment, to help you in virtually any experience cutting the ties from these parasites. That's why I do what I do. But you need to slow yourself down, for even if for a few moments, and realize how far you've come, what you had to do to get to where you are, how few people ever understood what you went through, how few people ever will understand what you went through. But the fact is that you're here. And not only are you here, but you're here and you're really getting strong. You're stronger now than you were 16 minutes and 16 seconds ago. Yeah, I saw you catch a look at the time on the video. And guess what? It will be 16:16 in 3, 2, 1 right now. That's why we're connected. That's why this is energetic. And that's why you need to cut the ties with that person, the dark energy, whatever you want to call them, cut the ties. If not now, when? But in the meantime, you need to understand one thing. You're an incredible human being. You were targeted. This wasn't your fault. You made it out in one piece. So no matter what was taken from you, could be your money, your time, parts of your health, relationships, your clarity and all that, you can and you will rebuild just like I did. But you need to give yourself credit for having gotten this far. You are a remarkable human being. You're stronger than you know, and you need to believe in yourself the way I believe in you. So everyone, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning, no matter where you are on the planet. You are not alone. I love you all. You're not alone. I'll talk with you tomorrow. And I'm laughing right now because I just caught myself. I just caught myself looking at the time. Yeah, now it's 17:17 because I was laughing at you. Yes, you, because I made you look to see if it was 16:16. And I just got myself because I was looking to see what time it was. And now that it's almost 18 minutes in the video, I'm going to close it. And I'm going to let you know, remember something. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. This wasn't your fault, and recognize and realize how far you've come. This is but one day on the journey. It's one day on the journey of your freedom, your liberation, your independence, and your purpose. I love you all, and I'll talk with you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Bye.